With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here we go, hey.
Back to Walker on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake, Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on third down. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Oh, now is the punter Johnny Hecker, who in fact grew up just north of here in nearby Bothell. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Geno on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 59, check 59. Pause. 53.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to hold it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Check 58.
Now Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Metcalf for the first down, still without a doubt, one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. 1,000-yard season for him, and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tuesday.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here we go, here we go.
And going right back to Walker. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
10.
Here is Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Quickly out wide to Eskridge. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 28 Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
No ball, no ball.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Ultra. Go ultra. Smash. Smash. Ready?
Now here's Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll throw again. Young. And this one is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
13 next. Tuesday.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A give for Walker running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Geno now to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Draymond Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Open man is Mingo. He's got it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a first down throw for Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, trio left.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So we are at halftime here in downtown
teams go through their final
Seattle with the
adjustments
Seahawks
before heading
out in
back
front.
out of
As
the
we'll send you
locker
back
room.
over
Time
to
for us to go
Orlando
back out
with
to
our EA
Lumen
Sports
Field,
halftime
where we
report.
rejoin
Here's
Brandon
Jonathan
Gott.
Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Ready. .52 blaster. Red, yellow. Ready.
Young off the play fake. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
13X, 13X. Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. No ball.
3rd and 2, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Strike.
They snap it to Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 47 yards.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
They'll go again with Sanders. They'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Young on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Young. This is caught. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
10 cycles. Set, cut.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Now Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
White.
Young working out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And taken right at the 35. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, Young. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Got it?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
There he goes, right side. He's got space past the 25. And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
Ready.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready.
Again, it's Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
To throw, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. From the red zone now, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Set. Go. Hut, hut.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Young going to move them around.
Ready. Ready.
Young now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. And the defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
59, check 59, cover, cover. There we go, sir.
Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
There we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, some of these DBs are